and of some of the top high school seniors in America playing up to the high standards predicted for them. Kenny Anderson has been considered at the top of the class of '89 since he was a sophomore. He wraps up the year as the unquestionable basketball valedictorian. He led Archbishop Malloy High of Queens, New York into the tournament of the toughest league in America all 4 of his varsity years. Kenny is a point guard whose greatest ability is to instantly read the floor during a game. He's been called a basketball computer who can score at will, including three-pointers. Kenny averaged 33 points a game with 58% accuracy in his senior season and set a new state record for scoring with 2,621 points. Kenny is also an exceptional playmaker who's able to find the open man. As the season came to a close, Kenny captured most of the state, local, and national honors available to him, including everyone's Player of the Year. Kenny leaves New York next season for Atlanta. He'll play college ball for Georgia Tech.
Basically, all I'm going to have to do is get physical, but that'll come as I get older. I'm not worried about that because I play against bigger guys in the summer and off season. I'll be all right because, I have the heart. I have the confidence. That's all it takes.
Deon Thomas plays a winning style of basketball. Call it intimidation. He's the star center of one of Chicago's hottest teams, Simeon High, and he led them to a 28-1 record this season. At one end of the court, Deon scores an average 26 points a game and is tough to defend. On the other end, he blocks 5 shots an outing. One of the most versatile and imposing players in the class of '89 is Jim Jackson of Toledo, Ohio. At 6'6", he's been able to play both guard and forward, and at over 200 pounds, he gets the room to do almost whatever he wants, front court or back. Jim usually pops in more than 30 points in a game, and his take-charge ability on the floor led Macomber Whitney High to the Ohio Championship last month. Jim Jackson made a lot of fellow Buckeyes happy when he decided to attend Ohio State next year. James Robinson of Murrah High in Jackson, Mississippi is a long jumper and hurdler during the track season. And during the hoop season, he bounded over state scoring records. James scored 3,022 points in his varsity career, amazingly one that only started in his sophomore year. James was unstoppable this season, averaging nearly 41 points a game with a season high of 66 points. His ability to drive or shoot from the outside made him a runaway favorite for Mississippi Player of the Year honors. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, Tracy Murray etched his name in the record book, shattering the California all-time scoring mark. Some people say Tracy is a player like Larry Bird. He doesn't look like the star of the team. Then he gets busy, averaging an incredible 44 points a game. In his 3 varsity seasons, Tracy scored 3,053 points, a new state record. Tracy led Glendora High to the CIF Division II Finals and was named California Player of the Year. His college plans are up in the air. Mitchell Butler knows exactly what it's like to be up in the air. This high-scoring Californian was named the best in the West in a preseason poll. He worked hard living up to that honor, a lot of that time above the rim. Mitchell is also in control beyond the three-point line. His 56% field goal accuracy led to 31 points a game this season for Oakwood School in North Hollywood. He's also versatile in the classroom. One of his favorite subjects this year was Latin. Bobby Hurley is the model of the ideal high school point guard, floor leader, scorer, ball handler, and pressure defender. Bobby is one of the elements that led St. Anthony High to an undefeated season and to our national championship. Bobby is a team-oriented player who popped in 24 points a game while dishing out 11 assists. His scrappy style won him New Jersey Player of the Year honors. Next year, he heads to Duke University. The number 2 team in the country also featured a state Player of the Year. Douglas Edwards led Miami Senior to a 35-1 record and the state championship with 25 points and 13 rebounds a game. He's matured as a player this season, leaving some of his past showmanship behind. But Douglas is having academic troubles that could affect if and where he'll play next year in college. Allen Houston is a standout guard at Ballard High in Louisville, Kentucky. The defending state champs had a disappointing year, but Allen went on a tear, averaging 20 points and 8 rebounds a game. In one game this season, he punished the opposition with 45 points. Even if Shaquille O'Neal doesn't grow anymore, he'll still be one of the most intimidating faces on any roster. Shaquille is a 6'11" center at Robert Cole High in San Antonio. He's tough in the paint, pulling down an average 14 rebounds and scoring 29 points. It's easy to see why Cole High went 36-0 this season on their way to the Texas 3A title. Next year, Shaquille's off to play at LSU. Even in football-crazy Oklahoma, it's hard to miss the hoop magic of Jeff Webster, a 6'7" forward at Albert High in Midwest City. Jeff heads to the University of Oklahoma next fall after an impressive senior season. Jeff scored an average 26 points and reeled in 12 rebounds a game. Jeff not only shoots the three-pointer, but he's also deadly inside. The best player in the Washington, D.C. area this season was Michael Tate, a hard-working 6'6" forward. Michael is slender but strong. That means he can find the hoop from the outside and take it to the hole inside. Closing out a great high school career this season was Aaron Bain, a forward at Flint Hill Prep in Falls Church, Virginia. On a typical night, Aaron scored 22 points and netted 10 rebounds. Aaron has a reputation as a sound offensive player, good hands, a good shot, and even at 6'7", the ability to post up. Aaron is one of the top seniors not yet committed to a college. Aaron's teammate George Lynch transferred to Flint Hill for his senior season and made a big impact as a starter. George is a forward and guard who uses his physical strength well. He handles the ball well in the open court and contributed 21 points and 12 rebounds a game. Like his teammate Bain, he decided to wait until late to select a college. Rounding out the class of '89 is Conrad McRae. He's a 6'10" center from Brooklyn Tech in New York who contributed leadership as well as 22 points a game to a dramatically improved Tech team. Next season, Conrad will be a Syracuse Orange man. At the end of the